Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. So let's get it popping. Let's get it cracking, like, and let's talk about Joe. Joe was out here creeping on Cyn Santana, and he was creeping on her doing spring break. OMG. And he was caught by fans that was like, Joe, where is Cyn? Where's Cyn? Where's Cyn? And Joe was trying to run and get out the situation. I was like, damn, it happened over 2 months ago. So I'm like, damn, Joe, you knew that, you got caught out there. So why didn't you just tell Cyn what was going on? You had a lunch date, a dinner date. Maybe it was about business. Maybe it was about something, but at least let Santana know what's going on instead of her finding out on social media and people posting videos. Like, that's a hard way to find out that your man, your fiance is out here cheating on you, your baby daddy, your child's father. I'm like, damn, Joe, you really doing it and doing it and doing it. Wow. Like, yo, like, you just out in public chilling, strolling down the street with this woman at a public restaurant. Joe, did you forget that you're a celebrity? Joe, did you forget that you're a star? Like, what is going on? You're on Revolt, you're on the culture. For the culture, you have your podcast. You go and tour from city to city, state to state, coast to coast. With the Joe Buttons podcast, like, you are famous. You have some hits out there. You're on Love and Hip Hop New York. You've been on there before. Now you're on the show again, and yet you still out here creeping with a model. And the model's allegedly, she might be black. I don't know what she is, her nationality, but she is pretty. You'll see her in a slideshow. You will see, Joe walking away with her as he's being questioned by onlookers. I was like, damn, people be all up in your business, right, Joe? Yes, because I am in your business right now, but this is allegedly. And so right now, the word on the street is Cyn Santana, reached out to media websites and basically let them know that her and Joe are over and he has cheated on her. And basically she's going to be going after him for child support because the relationship may be doomed. I'm like, So did Erica Mena have any truth to her story when she said Joe brought a female over to, Safari's house and he wasn't worried about Cyn Santana? So it must have been some truth to that. So she had to deal with that situation. And now there's a video out, and it's nothing like a video. You can't lie about the situation, but he wasn't in bed, he wasn't kissing. But if he was on a secret date, or if he was on a date and he was basically having it private and he didn't want her to know about it, it's like cheating. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know if they actually went all the way, if he's actually dating this woman or has dated this woman or did have sexual relations with her. We don't know. Only people that know is Joe and the model, and she's very pretty. If you see her and the show, she is very pretty. Her name is Jasmine Kendricks. She's actually 29 years old. She's a little bit more mature probably than Cyn, and she's older. So I'm just like, woo, I'm surprised. Like, 29 is up there for Joe to be dating somebody 29, but he keeps saying that he's getting older and older and older. So I guess, and he's also talking about he can't have sex as much as he want to or he used to back in the day, and he can't fulfill Cyn Santana's dream by having sex with her all the time. And he was like, that's the issue, she wants sex all the time. So it seems like maybe he wants somebody with his same appetite for lust and sex, whatever. But she is really, really thin and skinny. We know Joe do like them skinny with a big butt. So what's going on, Joe? What are you out here doing? He has not addressed the situation on his podcast, but he did address the situation on filming when he was, I think in Boston. Basically talked about the situation with Cyn Santana, saying that they haven't talked, they haven't spoke, but they haven't officially broke up. They haven't said to each other that it's over. But they haven't spoke. They got a child together. You gotta speak. And then if you haven't spoke, that means you guys ain't in the same house. They ain't living together till she moved out. And I wonder if Joe has anything up his sleeve to try to get Cyn back into his life, because it seemed like on the podcast before Joe Button went on Love and Hip Hop New York that they really had a stable relationship. They was going on vacation. They were just having fun, hanging out in the backyard, listening to Jay-Z and Beyonce. And basically he would just talk about Cyn being his pride and joy, and especially with his son too as well. Like, he was happy. He was like living the married life, and he was content with everything. But it's like as soon as they got onto the show Love and Hip Hop New York, it just went downhill. We find out they ain't having sex. Joe's too busy. He's tired. He don't want no romance. He just want to come home, hold his baby, and go to sleep. And she wasn't feeling it. Like sometimes when you work multiple jobs and you got to do multiple things, like you tired. You can't. You don't have that freedom and that energy like you used to have. Especially if you're in your late 30s, almost 40 years old. And it all depends on what Joe's eating and things like that. If he's on a regimen with a diet, with vitamins, smoothies and stuff like that. But it seems like his libido is gone for Cyn, and he's out here creeping. I'm just like, damn, Joe, you doing the most right now. So Cyn, now a black man would now you know what a black woman goes through, and just because you're Latino doesn't mean that he's going to treat you better, treat you any different. You can still get cheated on. You can still get played if you're dating a black guy too as well. Peace. I'm out. One love to all my peeps and my peoples.